Right now, a brief scare for a local family stuck in Maui, separated by the wildfire burning there. They are reunited tonight, sharing the harrowing experience with News 3 Now.
Severe weather is moving through southern Wisconsin right now. Gary's tracking the storm's path and its biggest impacts. That's all coming up right now at 10. Well, another round of storms for southern Wisconsin tonight. Strong winds, hail, and lightning are all possible depending on where you are. We've had an alert day in the forecast for tonight to get you best ready for any possible severe weather.
And Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joins us tonight, tracking the current location of these storms. Gary?
Hey, Eric, we had a new severe thunderstorm warning just come out. It's for most of Iowa County, as well as the far southern portions of Sauk County and the western portion of Dane County, north of Mount Horeb and south of Black Earth and Cross Plains. But most of Iowa County, including Dodgeville, Highland, Barneville, as far north as Lone Rock, under that severe thunderstorm warning. There's the possibility that the storm could produce hail, perhaps up to the size of pennies or a little bit larger, and also straight line winds to 60 miles per hour. A storm track on this takes it to the southeast at about 45 miles per hour. That puts it in Barneville by about 10:07, Dalyville by about 10:24, and over toward Verona by about 10:25. You can see the storm. It's kind of on the west end of that line of storms. It's one stronger cell, so the severe weather potential a little higher for that. But you can see the storm has been producing at least some marble-sized hail as it's been progressing southeastward just north of Dodgeville. But it's the western end of that line of storms. These storms have weakened quite a bit. They are probably producing winds to 30 to 40 miles per hour as they head toward the south and east. But the severe weather potential probably highest on the west end of this line of storms, and it's moving through pretty quickly. So I think the severe weather threat's going to end very quickly. 3-hour future track radar shows the storms racing to the south and east and pretty much into northern Illinois by about midnight. But these storms have had a history of producing a lot of hail as well as some strong wind gusts through parts of eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. So there has been quite a bit of severe weather from this, but again, these storms are heading toward the south and east and away from the area. Again, be prepared for strong winds. So if you're outside, secure any loose objects and make sure that you keep an eye on for lightning, because these storms are producing quite a bit of lightning. Later on, I'll take a look at the potential for severe weather for the rest of the night, just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. One of the biggest stories nationwide the past few days, of course, that wildfire burning out in Maui. The flames that swept through ripped people from their homes and ripped families apart.
That was almost true for a local family who was there as the fire grew to an unimaginable size. Arman Rahman shares their story.
Yeah, Charlotte and Eric, the Ancio family is from Sun Prairie. They plan to spend 10 days at a condo they own in Maui, but that vacation took a turn last Tuesday.
In the last full day, things started to change very rapidly.
The winds were really bad overnight and the power had gone out.
So Bill and Carrie Ancio drove from their condo just north of Lahaina south to the nearest area with power to get gas, leaving their 3 teenage kids for what was supposed to be a quick trip.
Huge power poles, swinging, and power lines swinging in the wind. It was a little scary just getting to the gas.
There were literally coconuts falling from the trees.
On their way back, traffic stopped. They slept in their van overnight and woke up to a closed highway and a harsh realization.
The situation had gotten much worse, obviously, and that's when the main fire happened in Lahaina. And we knew that we wouldn't be able to get back to the kids after about 48 hours.
They were able to text their kids, but that doesn't stop a parent's worry.
What we keep hearing is how fast the fire progressed. It was very difficult. And our kids are teenagers. They're very smart and they had some money, but they were running out of food at their condo and running out of cash.
They told them to grab what they needed and catch a charter bus to the Kahului airport where they could meet.
And they jumped into action and started doing all of that and told us it'll be all right, we will get there.
That bus taking the kids right behind the path of destruction through Lahaina.
Literally 24 hours earlier, we had been there and they saw what had happened. And we're pretty shaken up by it. There were people that were in that traffic jam in Lahaina who couldn't escape their cars. They died in their cars from the fire.
For the family, relief was waiting for them at the airport Thursday.
I asked Carrie, which one are you going to hug first? And she looked at me like, are you crazy? I'm hugging all of them at the same time.
However, their flight to Madison got pushed to Saturday.
But then we were facing the prospects of sleeping in our van as a family of 5.
But the community at home also had their back. Our Charlotte DeLeste has a friend who lives on Maui.
Charlotte reached out to that family and they graciously offered to host our family for 2 nights, having that aloha spirit.
The aloha spirit that will now have to stay with the people of the island as they try to put their lives back together.
And we get to get on a plane in another day or so and leave all of this and get back to our home in Wisconsin. But of course, we'll be thinking about them and, hoping the best and doing what we can, I guess.
Now, the Red Cross of Wisconsin is sending volunteers to Hawaii, and they say more may be needed. You can head to their website to find out how to help.
Armand, thank you. Well done. And Charlotte, well done as well. Some residents on Maui are just now able to return to their homes or to see what is left of them.
Hawaii's government announcing today the death toll from those fires now stands at 67. The fire burning in Lahaina is officially Hawaii's deadliest natural disaster in state history. A tsunami in 1960 killed 61 people. The death toll is expected to keep rising as search teams scour the island, especially in the hardest hit town of Lahaina. Hawaii's governor toured some of the damage today, making an estimate on how many structures burned to the ground.
This is devastating for Maui. We probably have well over 1,000 buildings that have been destroyed. Many hundreds of families have been displaced.
Some residents say they received little or no warning. The Hawaii Emergency Management Agency says no one at the state or county level attempted to activate the warning sirens. Officials say the failure to trigger the all-hazard emergency siren system was largely because of how fast the flames were moving as they worked to coordinate response on the ground. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and fiancée Lauren Sanchez are pledging to help Maui recover. In an Instagram post today, Sanchez said she and Bezos are giving $100 million to recovery efforts. Other billionaires like Oprah Winfrey have also pledged to help the area. We're expected to find out this weekend if Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes will become Chicago's top cop.
He's one of 3 finalists for the Chicago Police Superintendent position. Barnes was named a finalist back on July 13th, with Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson having a 30-day window to make his pick for the selection, and this weekend marks 30 days. He does have experience there, previously working as Director of Training and Development for the Civilian Office of Police Accountability in Chicago. That was his most recent job prior to becoming the police chief here in Madison. President Biden will be making a visit to Milwaukee on Tuesday. That's 8 days ahead of the first Republican debate there. He'll deliver remarks on how Bidenomics is investing in America to grow the U.S. economy. It'll be his second visit to Wisconsin this year. He made a similar stop in DeForest back in February, sharing that economic message with union workers at a labor training center. The U.S. and Wisconsin state flags will be lowered to fly at half-staff tomorrow. It's to honor a fallen Marine from Verona, 19-year-old Lance Corporal Tanner J. Kaltenberg, one of 3 Marines who were found dead inside a car in North Carolina last month. All 3 were stationed at Camp Lejeune and died of carbon monoxide poisoning, according to authorities. Kaltenberg was a graduate of Verona Area High School and had been on active duty since May of 2021. He'll be laid to rest tomorrow with a funeral service at Verona Area High School at 1 o'clock. In Lodi, authorities have taken a man into custody who they say was in possession of child pornography. A 45-year-old man now in the Columbia County Jail after a search warrant was performed at his residence. Authorities say that warrant was the result of more than a year's worth of investigating. Officers seized various pieces of electronic equipment and hard drives. He has not been formally charged at this time, so we are not naming him. But that investigation is ongoing and additional charges are likely.
New tonight, Janesville police say there's been a stabbing west of downtown. This all happening in the 1300 block of Laurel Avenue. A Rock County dispatcher says the stabbing was first reported around 6:45. Police cleared the area shortly after we arrived on scene and didn't provide any information on who was stabbed or if the alleged attacker was caught. Right now, those are the details we know at this time, but stay with channel3000.com for any new information as we get it.
And an investigation into a Janesville high school coach arrested for allegedly filming students in a locker room is nearly complete, and police say there could be more victims. 38-year-old Brian Kitzman was an assistant coach for the Janesville Craig High School cross country and track programs. He was arrested in early May after police say they found a camera in the girls' locker room and developed probable cause that Kitzman was responsible. Janesville police say he admitted to recording at least 18 victims, but were told there could be more. The district plans to update families ahead of the start of the school year. Kitzman is no longer employed by the district and will appear in court in October. More stories straight ahead at 10. A major development in the deepening investigation into Hunter Biden.
The Attorney General appointing a special counsel in the probe. Still ahead, reaction from lawmakers on Capitol Hill, and another check on the forecast with severe weather moving through the area.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
The Volkswagen Taos, German engineering everyone can get into. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer for 1.9% APR financing for 36 months on a new 2023 Taos or Tiguan.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjord's furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjord's furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Intuitive sit to start and the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. It's a VW. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get a $7,500 lease bonus on a new 2023 all-electric ID4.
Firstborn Weather is taking you beyond the barometer. Email your weather-related questions to firstborn@wisc-tv.com, and our team of meteorologists will give you the answers on News 3 Now, live at 4. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
What can Brown do for you? Well, if you're a full-time driver, it'll earn you a lot of cash. Full-time UPS drivers will soon earn an average of $170,000 a year. That's according to a new 5-year contract agreement announced by UPS CEO Carol Tomei. The contract is being negotiated by the Teamsters union that represents the drivers, averting a near strike last month. The $170,000 includes both pay and benefits for full-time drivers. UPS says part-time drivers will make at least $25 to $75 an hour and also receive full health care and pension benefits. New developments in the Hunter Biden probe tonight. The U.S. attorney who is investigating him has been given special counsel status. Now, this comes after plea talks to resolve tax and gun charges between the DOJ and President Biden's son fell apart last month.
And Jen Sullivan breaks down what this all means and the reaction from politicians on both sides.
A surprising move in the ongoing probe against Hunter Biden. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland announcing Friday David Weiss as special counsel in the case.
It is in the public interest to appoint him as special counsel.
The president's son was charged with failing to pay more than $200,000 in taxes on more than $1.5 million in income back in 2017 and 2018, and illegally owning a gun at a time he was addicted to drugs. Last month, Hunter Biden was expected to plead guilty to 2 tax misdemeanors. In exchange, he'd not face jail time for the gun charge. But the deal between the Justice Department and Hunter Biden fell through at the last moment. The district judge calling the deal confusing and not straightforward. Hunter Biden ended up pleading not guilty. The 2 parties continued negotiating, but prosecutors finally said talks were at an impasse.
The appointment of Mr. Weiss reinforces for the American people the department's commitment to both independence and accountability in particularly sensitive matters.
This means Weiss will have more power than a typical U.S. attorney.
Mr. Weiss has the authority he needs to conduct a thorough investigation.
The ongoing probe has drawn intense political scrutiny from Republicans, arguing Hunter Biden was given a slap on the wrist because his father is president. This latest development further fueling political divide.
If he were Republican, he'd be in jail by now.
And Democrats firing back.
Allegations of political bias don't seem to hold weight when, Mr. Trump was ultimately in charge of the Justice Department and its handling of this investigation.
Now the criminal case will likely go to trial. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Now to more local news tonight. Project Search celebrated the graduation of 11 of its trainees into the workforce. That program is for young adults with physical and developmental disabilities. Through Project Search, they're able to gain employment through training and career exploration in a hands-on work environment. To graduate from the program, trainees had to complete an internship, and they're now ready to begin working and to begin making some money.
Some of them will be going to work for Epic, we heard. Some of them are staying here in the VA hospital. Some are going to be working at the UW hospital and other places. There's different employers and sponsors throughout the city.
Now, since starting in 2008, Project Search has trained over 1,500 Wisconsinites. This year, there were nearly 200 participants across 28 sites throughout Wisconsin.
The Goodman Community Center is hosting a school supply drive this weekend with the goal of outfitting 500 local students with school supplies. The center is taking donations through Sunday, and it's asking community members to provide backpacks filled with all of the school supplies a student would need for the year. So that means backpacks, notebooks, pencils, binders, everything that needs to be set up for success.
So we're hoping that people go to our website, goodmancenter.org/backpack, find our shopping list, and drop off those supplies that are on that list. We still need a little bit of everything except for scissors. Fiskars made a super generous donation, and we have all the scissors we need, but we still need everything else. So we need people to drop off so we can be sure that we can provide all the kids with supplies.
The center is optimistic it'll surpass this 500 student goal. Last year, the center set a goal of providing 200 children with supplies. Well, thanks to the generosity of the community, more than 400 students received it. A stormy night across southern Wisconsin. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi is back with the Firstborn Forecast.
Well, take a look at the WISC-TV Skycam. Lots of lightning rolling through the western portion of Dane County right now, but so far the storms have not been severe in the Madison area, but there is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 10:30 for Iowa County, although pretty much anything west of Dodgeville is out of the severe weather threat. It's mainly the far eastern portions of Dodge County. Looks like just south of Barneville there might be some hail there. The strongest part of the storm ready to move into Dane County. Severe thunderstorm warning far western portion of Dane County north of Mount Horeb, and that is in effect until 10:30. Storm track on this takes the storm to the southeast at about 45 miles per hour. Town of Perry, very shortly you'll see the storms eventually over toward New Glarus by about 10:36. That's in the northern portion of Greene County. Hail track shows that now we're starting to see the potential for about an inch of diameter hailstones north and east of Dodgeville. This is right along Highway 18-151, right around Bridgeway. So that's that cell that'll be moving into the southeastern portion of Iowa County, and it looks like we have a new warning that's coming out here. I'm going to stop the radar loop here. It looks like this will be for parts of Dane County. Severe thunderstorm warning right now. Looks like it's issued for the southwestern portion of Dane County as well as northern portions of Greene County. We'll get a time on that here, query that warning. That is this area right here, severe thunderstorm warning. So basically the far eastern portions of Iowa County, far northeastern portion of Lafayette County and southwestern Dane County, including Belleville, Mount Horeb, up to Verona. That's in the warning area, just south and west of Madison. That's until 11 p.m. for straight line winds to 60 miles per hour, as well as hail up to an inch in diameter. So again, we're going to keep an eye on that. So that's that second warning. Here's the one that was for Iowa County. It's that one cell at the western end of this line of storms. These storms have had a history of producing some strong winds as they move through central Wisconsin. They have weakened quite a bit. They're probably still producing winds to 30 to 40 miles per hour over Dodge and southern portions of Columbia County, moving into northern Jefferson County, north of I-94. But it's the area south and west of Madison. This is that one, it looks like almost like a supercell thunderstorm. Hail would probably be a higher threat with this, but also the fast movement, 45 miles per hour. Could see some winds up to 60 miles per hour. Eventually, that could affect areas as far south as Monroe, and this storm is heading, probably will track just to the west of Janesville over toward Broadhead in the western portions of Rock County. So this area should be prepared for straight line winds and some hail. There also are some showers and storms developing out to the west, but this area already has been worked over. So the severe weather threat would be just from some isolated hail from those storms. 3-hour future track radar shows the fast movement of these storms moving out of here pretty much a little after midnight. So it's not going to take long before those storms clear out of the area. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 1 a.m. This is for basically areas east of Lone Rock and south and east of Wisconsin Dells. Does include Madison and Milwaukee. Look for those thunderstorms to race toward the south and east so that by midnight and then by early tomorrow morning, they're pretty much out of the area. And for tomorrow, we're back to sunshine. Humidity levels will drop a little bit. High temperature about 83 degrees, and plan your day across Dane County. Look for a nicer day with less humidity. 81 for the high Pine Bluff, 82 in Mount Vernon, and 83 for the high temperature in DeForest. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 82 Janesville, 84 Lone Rock, and 85 with mostly sunny skies in La Crosse. Firstborn 7 to 10 day forecast. Those temperatures in the lower 80s for Sunday. Maybe a late afternoon thunderstorm. Better chance Sunday night into Monday, and that'll drop high temperatures on Monday to 73. We're back up into the upper 70s on Tuesday. Maybe a thunderstorm chance Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and then by next weekend, high temperatures could be in the mid to upper 80s. A little more humidity could bring heat index readings up around 90 degrees.
And coming up in sports, the Packers are back on the field playing against somebody other than themselves. How Jordan Love looked next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are fresh ground beef, $2.77 for a 1-pound roll. Green seedless grapes, $1.48 a pound. And Frito-Lay party-sized snacks, only $3.49 each when you buy 3. All week long at Hy-Vee.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a 2023 Ford Escape or Edge and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
We're the Packers Scratch Game crew, bringing back Packers Scratch Games for you. The pack is back. New Scratch Games are here. With 4 season tickets you could win for a year. There's instant cash prizes and other bonus drawing surprises.
Packers Scratch Games are back with instant cash prizes up to $30,000 and a bonus drawing for 4 season tickets for 1 year. Prices range from $1 to $10. Available now at all Wisconsin lottery retailers.
We're not kidding. Somebody will be winning 4 season tickets for a year.
Want a tighter, flatter tummy and the hottest deal of the year? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just 1 visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good.
Schedule your free no-obligation consultation now and find out how to get your dream body on your budget with our best offer of the year. Call or go to sonobello.com and get exclusive access to our employee-only pricing.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
It's Hy-Vee's BOGO sale this Friday through Sunday. Buy one, get one free on marinated pork loin or tenderloin. Buy two, get two free on select Coke products. And buy one, get one free on select Dole salad kits. Only at Hy-Vee.
The Packers kicked off their first of 3 preseason games before they really get to see what they have in Jordan Love. Up first, a run-through with the Bengals on the road. Love warming up for his 2 series of the night, and the Packers starter looked pretty good. 7 of 10 for 46 yards, and this tutty dime to Romeo Doubs. Love completed his final 5 passes and left with a passer rating of 112.9. After that, it was all the backups. Former Iowa running back Tyler Goodson rumbles in for 6. Packers get the win 36-19. Watch list season continues to be fruitful for Braylon Allen. The former Badger running back was named to the Walter Camp Award watch list this afternoon, an honor that's presented to the best player in college football. Allen has led UW in rushing each of the last 2 years and is coming off a sophomore campaign where he ran for over 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns. Meanwhile, old friend alert in Florida, former Badger quarterback Graham Mertz has been named the Gators starting QB for Week 1. During his time at Wisconsin, Mertz threw for over 5,400 yards and 38 touchdowns. Florida opens up their season against Utah. When the Greek national team hits the hardwood for the FIBA World Cup later this month, they're going to be missing a key piece to their roster. Giannis will not be suiting up for his country, saying in a Twitter post that his body is not ready to compete at the level it needs to be to participate in the World Cup. The Bucks' big man had cleanup surgery on his left knee earlier this summer, which caused him to miss 11 games this past season. Tomorrow's the big day for Dwayne Wade. The former Marquette star will officially be enshrined in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, becoming the first Golden Eagle player to do so. In his 16-year NBA career, Wade was a 13-time All-Star and won 3 NBA championships with the Heat.
I think the cool thing about this experience for me has been being able to see people that's been a part of this journey, maybe someone that I met 30 years ago that was a part of it, you know, that somebody I met a year ago that's a part of it. And you get to experience the journey through them. When you see them, you relive it.
Brewers opening up a 3-game series with the White Sox in Chicago. Down 6th inning, down 5-4. William Contreras chops one back to the pitcher, but check out that throw. 2 runs come home to score, fitting that the pitcher's last name is Bummer. This one's still going on. Bottom of the 10th, Brewers up 7-6. And the Mallards were down 2-0, then waited 1 hour and 45 minutes in a rain delay, and their bats came alive. They lead in the 6th, 5-2. If they win, they'll clinch a spot in the playoffs. We're back after this.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Save on your next project with 11% off everything in Menards. ClosetMate has the best in quality, multi-function home organization solutions around. Right now, this wire closet kit is $139.99 after rebate. Get 11% off and upgrade your home with Tarkett flooring. We carry durable laminate flooring, easy to install sheet vinyl, and waterproof vinyl plank. Pick up Park Elm vinyl plank for $3.19 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun. Now get a Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Lightning with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail trade assist cash and $500 low APR cash.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us.
It's our pleasure.
Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Which hotel? Somebody say which hotel? I'm great at this. Dance your faves in the spa-like bathroom. Or enjoy local craft beers with breathtaking views at the Cambria. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Your digital source for local news and info for 25 years. Channel 3000.
Here's live WISC-TV Skycam. Lots of lightning out there as the strongest part of the storm moves just southwest of the station. At this point, the strongest part of the storm, we're actually located right about over here. There's Verona, and this storm probably producing some hail as it crosses into the southwestern portion of Dane County and northwestern portions of Greene County, south and west of Belleville. Storm track on this takes it to Monticello by about 10:41 and Albany by about 10:53. Storm probably producing hail up to the size of quarters, maybe a little bit larger. That track has taken it from just east of Dodgeville, south of Barneveld, now into the far southwestern portion of Dane County. But it's the back end of this line of storms. A few more storms popping up to the west right now. They're probably just producing some brief heavy downpours, but you can see there have also been some areas that might have picked up somewhere around an inch to an inch and a half of rain. So again, a few areas getting some heavy downpours. A lot of people not seeing too much because the storms are just blowing through pretty quickly. So that's good news, but there has been some severe weather reports out to our north and west.
All right, Gary will keep us updated. Thank you, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good and have a great weekend.